Oh.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Okay, here we go. Let's go with Jonathan Tannenwald.
Hey, Zach, congrats on the win. Congrats on leading the way with the captain's armband and all that. Greg was talking about how some of these guys needed this experience who hadn't had it before. And as you looked out there at some of the guys in front of you and so on, what do you make of a comment like that and some of these guys getting used to this?
Yeah, I definitely think that, yeah, some of these guys, it's first CONCACAF game for them, and we needed it. Honduras came out, they're physical. They obviously wanted to win, and there are times where we could have been better on the ball. There's times where we could have gone into tackles harder. But hey, that's about the learning growth and the learning process. I'm proud of how the guys grinded out the win, and we're in a final, and Sunday's not going to be easy, no matter who we play. So this is a good step for us, and we'll learn from some things, and there's some good things, of course. But yeah, we needed this game.
Charles Bam, go ahead.
Hey, Zach. We hear a lot about Greg's system and the complexity and the plan that you guys have, the way you want to play, and then you get into a game like this where it's just chaotic. And I'm just wondering now and going forward with qualifying, how do you sort of stick to the plan and create some soccer out of all that stuff that's happening all around you?
Yeah, we got to find our rhythm. We have to find. It's all about finding the pockets, find the space in the field, and we have to be smarter. We have to be more clever. We have to draw teams out and move the ball quicker. And we got to play together and play as a team and communicate and help each other out. And I think that was lacking in this past game. And like I said, we'll learn from it. But I think we'll get there as long as we continue to work hard and stick together.
Rachel Krieger, go ahead.
Hey, Zach, in front of you tonight, you had John Brooks and Mark McKenzie playing in that center back role. Obviously, John has a lot of experience, both with the national team and just at the club level. What was it like to have both of them playing in front of you? And how much do you think John's presence helped, not just Mark, but for yourself as well? Thank you.
Yeah, I think the Mark and John did well in front of me. I think we all could have done better individually and then as a team. But no, I'm proud of how John, his composure on the ball and defending. He definitely helped with experience. And Mark, I'm really happy with how he grinded it out and didn't lose his head. And I mean, we could have all done better. But hey, we kept that shutout, so that's really good. Obviously, there's some things we can work on, but there are some good things. There's some good defending in there, and I thought Mark was strong, and this is a really good step for him and a really good experience for him. And he's young, and we need these games. These are the games that count. These are games that matter, and there's pressure and there's things on the line. So. We need more games like this, and yeah.
Okay, Zach, thanks very much.
No problem.
Next up, we will have number 10 from Honduras, Alexander Lopez. If you'd like to still have a question for this player, please keep your hand raised. Otherwise, if you don't have a question for that player, go ahead and lower your hand. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go with Orlando Castellán.
Gracias. Buenas noches para todos. Alex, buenas noches. Esta derrota, ¿cómo la toman? Y más de último minuto, se van con ese sabor amargo por ser en el último minuto les meten el gol de gana y se quedan fuera de disputar una final de esta Liga de Naciones. ¿Cómo se va a quedar el grupo? ¿Cómo están ustedes en el vestidor?
La verdad que nos vamos con una parte de tristeza por el minuto en el que en el que recibimos el gol. Lo decía anteriormente, si tú miras, pues fue un partido de tú a tú. Honduras no se vino a encerrar. Y si tú miras, pues tuvimos muchas oportunidades de gol. Lastimosamente no entraron, pero el fútbol es así. Tenemos que saber de que las que tenemos que aprovecharlas y meterlas y terminar con el cero atrás. Al final nos enfrentamos a una gran selección. Sabíamos que iba a ser un partido duro, pero fue un partido en el que venimos a demostrar que para esta eliminatoria, pues Honduras se va a parar fuerte y va a venir a competir.
Okay, Omar Gutierrez.
Ok, hola Alex, ¿qué tal? Te saludo Marco Gutiérrez de 10. Alex, quería preguntarte si, bueno, ¿qué es lo que crees que le falta a Honduras para poder ganar? ¿Crees que el fallo del Chuco condicionó el perder el partido? Gracias.
No. Al final, como lo repetía, hay que meterlas. Aquí no es para echarle la culpa a nadie, porque si tú miras en el primer tiempo, pues igual tuvimos oportunidades. Hay un balón que la sacan de la línea y era el momento donde Estados Unidos no sabía de que nosotros le íbamos a venir a jugar con esa intensidad, con ese ritmo de juego y venir a jugarles aquí a su casa, pues. Pero creo de que, como lo repetí anteriormente, las que tengamos hay que meterlas, pero esto no es de echarle la culpa a nadie, porque se hizo un gran juego. Estamos orgullosos del partido que se hizo. Obviamente que a lo que veníamos era para clasificar a la final, pero no se logró. Nos hacen el gol faltando 2 minutos para que den los minutos de descuento, pero eso es el fútbol. Hay que seguir adelante y, como lo repetía, Honduras viene muy fuerte y sabemos de que el domingo para nosotros es una final y tenemos que salir de este torneo con la frente en alto.
Okay, last question. Oscar Funes.
Hola Alex, buenas noches. Oscar Funes para Tigo Sports aquí en Honduras. Te quería preguntar por tu salida del partido. ¿Algún tema físico o fue meramente decisión del técnico?
Ahí sí que no sabría decirte. Creo que al final pues fue decisión del técnico. Si tú miras, pues en esa oportunidad hacen, no sé si los 2 o 3 cambios seguidos y al final lo importante no es quién sale ni quién entra, sino que siga la misma intensidad de juego. Aquí, como lo repetíamos, el que esté dentro de la cancha tiene que dar el 100%. Creo de que dentro de que estuve dentro de la cancha, pues pude hacer las cosas de la mejor manera. Me tocó jugar hasta ese minuto y hay que respetar las decisiones del entrenador.
Okay, gracias, Alessandro.
Gracias.
Okay, next we will have number 2 from Honduras, Kevin Alvarez. If you have any questions for Kevin, please go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, Sergio Venegas, you're up.
Thank you very much. Buenas noches, Sergio Venegas, en vivo para Deportrece desde la Ciudad de México. Primero, felicitarte por el partido que realizó Honduras, porque en teoría, pues ustedes salían como que iban a ser goleados y literal pusieron en muchos problemas a la selección estadounidense. ¿Con qué te quedas? Y esto sería un preámbulo de lo que van a hacer para la clasificación del Mundial, y mucha suerte para el domingo.
Bueno, primeramente, buenas noches. Pues me creo que hoy el equipo hizo un gran trabajo. Mandamos un mensaje de que Honduras, pues, en esta eliminatoria no va a ser nada fácil. Hoy quedó claro, pues, y bueno, hoy creo que Honduras no mereció perder, pero esto no es de merecer, sino de hacer. Estados Unidos hizo el gol y ahora prepararnos para lo que va a ser el domingo.
And then Orlando Castellán.
Gracias, otra vez. Buenas noches. Orlando Castellán, el Servicio Informativo en Deportes aquí en la Ciudad de México. Hoy ante esta derrota se pueden ir con la frente en alto, más allá de que hicieron un buen fútbol, más allá que se perdió en el último minuto, porque son cuando duelen más las derrotas. Pero este equipo de Honduras es el equipo que vamos a ver en las eliminatorias, en esta Copa Oro que también va a arrancar dentro de un mes. Vamos a ver este Honduras tan intenso en esa forma de jugar.
Sí, esto es algo de lo que la selección de Honduras pues está preparando. Creo que va a salir a proponer, va a salir a dar la pelea, va a salir a darlo todo, ¿no? Como es una característica del jugador catracho. Creo que hoy contra una muy buena selección, una de las fuertes del área, hicimos un gran partido, ¿no? Si las estadísticas los vemos, pues tuvimos muchas aproximaciones más claras, pero no pudimos concretar, como se lo dije a tu colega, y entonces hoy nos vamos derrotados, pero con la frente en alto.
Okay, gracias, Kevin. You're finished. ¿Está bien?
¿Listo?
Listo, sí.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, next we have Weston McKinney coming up from Team USA. Give us 1 second for him to get the headset on, and please raise your hand if you have a question for Weston McKinney.
Ciao, come stai? Tutto bene?
Weston, you can hear us, yeah? Thumbs up. Okay.
Am I gonna see who I'm talking to?
You will not. This is the new normal.
It's kind of awkward.
We're gonna go with Ryan Tolmich.
Hey, Weston, sorry you can't see me, but we'll give this a shot here. Obviously, look, this is CONCACAF, and so much of these games is just managing, the frustration, whether that's, the little confrontation in the first half, the physicality, the injuries, the not getting a goal. It's really just kind of managing the game within a game in a way. How do you feel you guys did with that? Were there moments where you're like, we need to turn this up? Were there moments where you're like, oh, we need to kind of settle down? How did you feel you guys did that?
No, I think for, many of the guys and myself as well, for it being like our first experience, of a real taste of what CONCACAF is going to be like. I think we handled it pretty well. We could have easily lost our head. And, the boys kept reiterating, and I also kept reiterating to the guys, we have to stay focused. We have to do our job. We have to, complete the task we set out to do, which was to score to win the game. And as you saw, the guys did it, 89th minute. It couldn't have been any more bittersweet than it was, especially, whenever a team is wasting time and trying to, keep the flow of the game from happening, and you guys score, then all of a sudden you see a change in the other team as well, trying to get that time back. So I think it was very, very good for us to have a game like this to test our mentality as well. But, technically, tactically, and just like how we played, we know that it has to be better, and we know that we have to put these games away as soon as possible.
All right, one more for Weston. We're going to go with Paul Tenorio.
Thanks, Weston. I kind of wanted to ask you a question to expand on what you just said there. When you kind of look at the performance overall, where do you think you guys could have done better? What do you want to improve on most going into what will be a big final on Sunday?
I think just finding the pockets, making it more difficult on the team to defend us, and more dangerous in behind with making runs. I think that's one of our strengths as a team, and combining as well, and also finishing our chances that we get. And just putting the game away early. I think whoever we play next will definitely be ready, and we'll definitely look over this game and see what we could have done better, how we can approach the game better, and how we can build out and finish the attacks and play through the middle and get more opportunities. So I think that's you know, what we're looking to do.
All right, Weston, easiest mix zone ever. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much. Next up, we will have number 17 from Team USA, Sebastian Leggett. If you have a question for Sebastian, please raise your hand. If you don't have a question prepped for this specific player, please lower your hand so I can choose from those that do. Thank you. Sebastian, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up.
Yes, all good.
Okay, excellent. We're going to go with Ronald Blum first.
Okay.
Hi, Sebastian.
Hey.
Hey, you had in the last cycle before you got hurt, one of the few who had the taste of what the rough and tumble of qualifying was like.
Right.
For the rest of the group that hasn't experienced it, what do games like tonight prepare them for, and what do they have to do to get ready for what lays ahead in those games?
Yeah, no, that's exactly. I thought more than anything, that's the takeout of this game. I mean, other than going to a final and having a chance to lift a trophy, I think a lot of guys who haven't been in this sort of environment, this is what it's going to be like in qualifying. So, yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's tough. It's a grind, but it's, you know, it's what you have to deal with. So it's just the reality of it.
How is this different than every other game, both for you and for them, even in top European leagues play?
I mean, I mean, you see the time wasting, you see, you know, the stuff like that honestly, the camera probably doesn't catch, you know, I mean, these teams are tough to play against. They make it really, really tough. So, I mean, and European teams, it's just a different way of playing, a different approach. And, you know, and another thing is the conditions. You know, the conditions that we're going to get in, you know, in Central America during qualifying aren't going to always be the best. So it's stuff that you just have to deal with.
All right, since Ronald snuck in a double question there, we're going to go to a second question with Jeff Carlisle.
Okay. Hey, Jeff.
It seemed like as the game went on, it became increasingly difficult to create chances, you know, to really try to break them down, as opposed to, say, the first 30 minutes when you guys looked a lot sharper. Why do you think that was?
I mean, yeah, I thought they got tired. It was hard. It was honestly really hard to keep up that momentum when they were obviously time wasting, or, you know, a lot of their guys were just going down and getting stretchered off and things like that. Again, things you have to deal with. You know, it just became a very just stop-start, and it's hard. We're a team that want to build rhythm, and it's just hard to do that when a team does that to you.
All right, Sebastian, you're all set. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Next up, we will have number 4 from Honduras, Marcelo Perdera. So if you have a question for Marcelo, please keep your hand raised. Okay, listo?
Vamos.
Okay, let's go with Oscar Funes.
Hola, buenas noches, Marcelo. Oscar Funes para Tigo Sports Honduras. Te quería preguntar, Marcelo, cuando llegan al vestuario después del partido, con esa sensación de ese gol al último minuto, ¿qué se dicen entre ustedes? ¿Qué se dicen de lo que pasó, pero también de lo que viene para Honduras, no solamente en este partido por el tercer lugar, sino en Copa Oro y la eliminatoria en septiembre?
Bueno, a la llegada del equipo al camerino, creo que tenemos esa sensación, ¿no? De que dimos todo, de que pudimos hasta el final, entregamos todo, y bueno, más allá del gol en los últimos minutos, creo que tuvimos la sensación de que estamos para pelear, estamos para más, y no debemos de conformarnos. Ese es nuestro lema, el no conformarnos para lo que viene hacia adelante, y bueno, esperando en Dios que todo venga de una mejor manera, ¿no? Nos estamos preparando para lo que viene, y en eso estamos enfocados ahora.
Okay, next question, Orlando Castellán.
Gracias, buenas noches. Hablando que está en servicio informativo en Deportrece aquí en la Ciudad de México. Hoy ¿qué aprendizaje le puede sacar este partido para lo que viene en un futuro para ustedes en una Copa Oro, para eliminatorias, por lo que han mostrado hoy en este partido ante la selección de Estados Unidos?
Bueno, hola. Todo partido tiene un aprendizaje, ¿no? Y hoy nos vamos con la sensación de que podemos y estamos a la altura, ¿no? De competir con cualquiera. Nada más nos queda seguirnos preparando. Hay mucho camino por delante y como te digo, vuelvo y repito, la sensación es esa de que estamos a la altura y vamos a pelear por todo, ¿no?
Okay, and one last question from Carlos Rodrigo Hernandez.
Hola Marcelo, gusto en saludarte, René Trejo de Fox Sports. Yo
Igual.
quisiera preguntarte si este es un mensaje claro y contundente para los que se dicen gigantes de la CONCACAF, como México, como Estados Unidos, el caso de Costa Rica, que también es muy competitivo, de decir que Honduras tiene una generación que puede pensar para grandes cosas en el futuro.
Bueno, hola. Nosotros, creo que como lo decís vos, nosotros venimos a darlo todo, ¿no? El mensaje es muy claro. Nosotros vamos a ir, como le dije a tu compañero, vamos a pelear, vamos a dar hasta lo último y ahora nosotros pensamos, ¿no? En lo que viene a futuro. Nos vamos a preparar para ello y confiamos de que ahora en adelante vamos a poder pelear por todo, ¿no? El camino es largo aún y seguimos preparándonos para poder dar la pelea en toda instancia.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Bueno,
Suerte
un
en
gusto.
domingo.